Today we're going to take a look at the daily bias. Let's get it. All right, guys, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It is Jimmy Trades here. First of all, please smash that like button and feel free to drop a comment. It all helps with the algorithm and helps push the video out to more people. All right, we're going to start here today on the calendar. First of all, we are looking at no news for today. So no news for today. And you can see up here, we have US government data may be impacted by the shutdown. Tentative events are subject to delay, revision, or cancellation. So keep that in mind as we move through the week. While the shutdown is in place, all these news events with the tentative can shift and will likely shift. All right, so looks like we're still going to get the FOMC meeting minutes and the consumer sentiment on Friday. But for now, unless that shutdown stops, then we'll likely not see these other news events. And of course, CPI has moved to next week as well. Alrighty, let's get rid of that. Now, before we move on, I need to ask your guys' opinion here. I'm thinking of pausing the YouTube channel for now. Reason being, not really getting the traction that I sort of had hoped with the effort, I guess, it goes into producing videos for you guys every day. I'm sort of only averaging 40 to 50 views from 2,500 subs, which is not really good results, to be fair. So I want to know from you guys, you know, if you think I can do something better, if it would be disappointing for me to pause the channel for the time being. I'm not saying it's going anywhere, but I also want to, you know, focus on my trading heavily, make sure that I'm consistently profitable, and bring you guys those results as well. So let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you and get your thoughts. Okay, let's have a look at the daily bias. So today we see that yesterday we did close back inside the range, but a very, very bullish candle in my opinion. And we can see that at the moment, presently, we have respected to the tick the midpoint of yesterday's range. So I'm anticipating that we'll continue to expand higher here for NQ today. Likely the same here for ES, although ES had a bit of a deeper pullback here or retracement, but we have respected that equilibrium and we continue to expand higher. So I'm anticipating new all-time highs off these value swings here as well. Moving over to oil. And what do we got? Well, we actually had a bullish day for a change after all this sell-off. Was it convincing? No. We've swept out these lows, these series of lows that I'd been targeting. So we did sweep all that out. So we are primed, you know, for a potential reversal here. But I'm going to need to see more structure here. I'm going to need to see something a little bit more definitive than what we saw yesterday. We still have this opening gap through here that needs to be closed. I'm not saying that it will be closed today or even this week, but I'm sort of leaning more towards downside. However, we'll see what plays out today, targeting either previous day high or previous day low. Okay, once we sweep one side of the range, then we can look for a position off of that. So ideally, if we're going to look for longs, I'd really like to see previous day low swept first. Having a look here at gold now, same story. We are just extremely bullish. We're nearly at 4,000. In fact, did we tick out at 4,000 here? Let's have a look. Yep, right at 4,000. Wow, amazing. So there you go. So we've ticked it out at 4,000 here today already. We've swept previous day high. Anticipate some consolidation here, potentially a down close candle today. But overall, I'm remaining bullish. Of course, if we get a shift in structure, which we do have on the hourly here, although with failure swings, we can see that we had a change in state of delivery. I would look at this level personally. This one here is marked out by the TTFM indicator. That's because this is a high and a lower high here, whereas this is a failure swing. But either way, we do have a change in state of delivery. What we want to see now is we want to see the midpoint of that respected. So if we came through to here, then looking, if we project this line across, we want to see that level respected. If we start to move beyond that or close above that on the hourly time frame, then it's likely price will continue to move higher. All right, Dixie, getting that continued move out of this bullish PD array. Have a gap to fill, but hasn't done that yet. Another gap opened today. Looking at previous day high first and foremost. So we're going to continue with a bullish bias here for the time being. We have a devil's mark, which is no wick to the downside. Okay, that's a strong draw on liquidity. So anticipate a sweep of the high here, potentially this high, before moving lower. Same here with Euro being inversely correlated, and we can see that we have a devil's mark for yesterday and today. So I'll be looking for price to sweep out these equal lows and then potentially reverse from there, or, you know, target our projections down here. The pound, a little bit different here. We're consolidating right now, and you can see that we're in this range. Okay, so I'd like to see price move beyond the range, either the high or the low, before engaging with the pound. Heading over to crypto. Rightio, what do we got? We're having some great price action. Not like when I say it's not overly convincing here, like we are getting those sellers coming in, but that's just because we're at the highs here. People are taking profit. What I like is that we have opened, moved lower, and will likely continue to push today with Bitcoin. So again, ideally looking for previous day high. A close above this level here would be really, really nice. That would see that, you know, projection that we ran from a while back down here. We've got a number of projections here, but we've got this big projection that would see, you know, this level here in particular. If we can get a close through, actually, you know what? Let's draw a new one out. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. We've got this swing down here, and you can see how much these levels line up. It's just amazing. And target zone. Done. All right. So ideally, if we can get up into this level, either consolidate, close through, and use that as support to move higher would be absolutely fantastic. And lastly, let's check out Ethereum. Great day from Ethereum yesterday. Good close. Great respect of the previous day candle currently. And previous day high is where I want to see price go here for now. Sweeping out this high here would be perfect. And then we're so close to new all-time highs as well. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thank you for being here and sharing this with me. Remember, you can use code Jimmy for your Apex evals, and of course, code Jimmy Trades for your Tradeify evals as well. Okay, guys, take care. We'll see you over in Trade Foundry. Bye for now.